In a small farming village lived a boy named Arin, just 12 years old, but with a heart far bigger than his age. He lived alone with his mother, Lila, a gentle woman who worked from dawn to dusk just to put food on their table. Arin always saw the tiredness in her eyes, but he never imagined how deeply it ran. One cold winter morning, Arin found his mother collapsed beside the stove. Her breathing was heavy, her hands shaking, her face pale. "Mom," he whispered, terrified. But she couldn't answer. He ran outside, shouting for help, but everyone in the village was far out in the fields. No one heard him. No one was coming. Arin felt the panic rising inside him until he remembered something his teacher once told him. Sometimes, the smallest action can make the biggest difference. So Arin took a deep breath, wiped his tears, and did the only things he could think of. He wrapped his mother in every blanket he could find. He boiled water to warm the room. He fed her small spoonfuls of broth, whispering, "Please wake up." And then, the most important act of all, he ran 2 miles barefoot over frozen ground to the home of the village healer. By the time they returned, Arin's feet were bleeding, but he didn't care. The healer examined Lila and said, "She's exhausted and severely dehydrated, but your quick actions saved her life." Arin's heart nearly burst with relief. For hours, he sat beside her, holding her hand, whispering stories until her eyes finally fluttered open. "Arin," she whispered weakly, "you saved me." He shook his head. "I just did what you always do for me." When she recovered, Lila told everyone in the village what her son had done, how he had run through the cold, used what little they had, and refused to give up on her. The villagers were so moved that they gathered resources, repaired the family home, and made sure Lila never had to work herself sick again. From that day on, Arin learned something he would carry for the rest of his life. You don't need strength, wealth, or power to save someone. Sometimes the smallest act, one step taken with love, is enough to change everything. Even the smallest act of love can become the greatest miracle. When life gives you moments to show kindness, take them. You never know who's depending on it. For more inspirational story, kindly subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share.